Hello again. Welcome to another episode of Revolver Broadcasting's A Few Shots. You've seen this show before, so you know how it goes. I think we're just going to say cheers.
Cheers.
Alan.
Bam.
We're going to take a few shots while we take a few shots. What's on the docket today, Alan? What kind of video did we pull up? Something about
What are we talking about today?
assisted Canadian things.
Oh, you can go kill yourself. Oh,
right.
That's what the Canadian government's saying, at least. That's not us.
Yeah. All right, Riley. Pull it on over. Let's take a look from this video from Sky News.
Ooh, that's
Now, a lot of people will have heard the slippery slope argument and been told that it's actually a fallacy. The argument itself goes something like this. A small step leads to a chain of unrelated events, or related events, I should say, that culminate in a significant, and I would also add, usually negative effect.
It's like death.
Now, those who call BS on this claim, that it says it ignores the possibility of middle ground being held and is thus a form of continuum fallacy. It's actually possible for both perspectives to be right. On some issues, the middle ground is found. It's often held for a very long period of time. However, if you're a student of political history, you'll actually find it reveals just how often the slippery slope argument is correct. Abortion is a case in point.
Pause it for a second. Yeah, the history is very important. I just want to say to the people out there when they see this, you have to know where you've been in order to know where you're going. You got people out there now that are actually denying that the Holocaust actually happened.
Are you actually telling people that they need to go ahead and kill themselves?
No.
Well, if you know where you've been, then you know where you're going, right? Like, I know where I've been, so kill yourself. Is that what you're saying, Josh?
Not at all.
You're a proponent of this?
Not at all.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay. Yeah, but I just wanted to say that, know your history, because if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it, right?
Right.
Okay. Get it.
When it was first decriminalised, it was legally limited to particular circumstances. Now, those limits have been changed repeatedly until today. You can basically get an abortion, in some cases right up until birth, in a number of jurisdictions. It's also an argument being used by people like myself to raise concerns about legislation that says when it's okay for someone to kill themselves or be killed by someone else. These are debates about voluntary euthanasia. Many states in Australia have now legislated in respect to the rights of the terminally ill. They all claim to have a range of safeguards to protect abuse. But what they can't protect you against is the politicians themselves, because they're the ones who don't seem to be able to resist tinkering to improve anything. That's indeed what's been happening in Canada under the leadership of Justin Trudeau. The Medical Aid in Dying law, or MAID, was initially intended to provide legal euthanasia for people suffering from terminal illnesses. As always, the justification was to provide a humane solution to extreme pain.
So they named it something kind.
Mm-hmm. As you would expect.
Right, but it's actually something very awful. And under the leadership of Justin Trudeau, I'll let you take it away, Alan. I know you got some things to say.
You want me to dive into that?
Yeah, dive into that a little bit.
Well, I mean, first of all, they did say voluntary euthanasia. The only voluntary youth in Asia I know about are the Uyghurs. But LeBron James won't talk about that. So slavery, it's a thing. So anyway.
It really is.
Let's see. Killing yourself, right? So they're talking about abortion. And then they're like, why don't we just give you abortion all the way up until age 99, right? It's like Legos from 4 to 99, but it's like 4 weeks to 99 years, right? Yeah. So, man, like Canada, it's a fun place.
Killing yourself, it's for all ages.
Can't, what do they say? What, can't get your maple syrup? You can kill yourself.
Yeah. It's a G-rated, apparently.
I do wonder. I wonder how quickly they can turn it around, because we already know their healthcare system, even though it's free, though it's not, takes forever to actually see you. So I wonder how quickly they can kill you.
That's the thing. Like this is the solution to that. The lines are so long that they can't get to the people. So instead of getting to them, they just go, you can kill yourself. And that makes it easier on them, because then they don't have to wait on you when they get to you. And they just move to the next person in line. They make the line shorter because there's less people to deal with.
which is great, I guess, in a general population, especially if it's in a neighborhood, right? Could you imagine something affecting a neighborhood directly? Because if like, let's say me, my two neighbors, I don't know, we used to live near a Coke plant. You and I did.
Yep.
And not a Coca-Cola plant.
Guaranteed cancer when we get older.
Right. So you have that. Now, all of your neighbors have that issue. All I'm saying is if I got to wait behind these jerks, then I'm going to have to be like, hey, you know what, man? Look, we're going to have to wait like 2 years to get treatment. You should probably just go ahead and kill yourself. Yeah. And then I move up.
Yeah.
Bam.
There's like, hey, Janice has got a sickness and Pearl's got a sickness and they're both waiting in line and then you're waiting in line. And then, then we find out that Janice is missing. We just go over one day and knock on the door. Janice. And then we see because this is in Canada. It's not long before it's here.
And then I start convincing Pearl to meet the pearly gates. And I don't mean the gates that go to her garden.
Pearl, you can kill yourself. You're fictional, so it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now,
the other thing is, I don't know if this video is going to get into it, but they're actually, not only do we have this horrifying news going on, and I don't, you know what, I'm a libertarian, guys. How much I really care about you killing yourself that's your own business. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me. Unless it's someone I really care about. And that's just not most of the population. However, I do care about the fact that Canada is pushing and trying to put into law to allow children to euthanize themselves without the parents' consent.
And that's way over the line. I think that this choice to do euthanasia to yourself or kill yourself it's awful. I know that you're in a medical pickle or whatever, but like track yourself to America somehow. Like, I don't know. Like, this is awful. It's absolutely awful.
Come pay for your health care. We'll at least take care of you.
Yeah. I mean, that is the thing though. Like if you don't have to wait in line here, and you're at least guaranteed to get taken care of at least once. That if you're dying, they got to save you. That's regardless of citizenship or not. That's what hospitals do here.
Yeah. Ask the people coming across the southern border. So there's that. But I was gonna say, like, literally kids could leave for school. Something could happen with the counselor speaking to your child. Your child could be depressed and could be dealing with a lot of things or health problems.
Or triggered from something they saw on the fancy app called TikTok.
Right. Or even some of their teachers, like the shop teacher with the breasts.
Yeah.
But that's either here or there. What I'm saying is your child could literally go to school, talk to a counselor, or even not. I don't know the steps, and could actually kill themselves without your consent, without your knowledge. And all you know is you're home and your child doesn't get off the bus.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine the weight of that.
And because it was their personal health, it was their personal health decision, you don't have access to the records. But now you have to bury your child. This is a big deal for me because mine's sitting right over there.
Yeah, she's producing for us tonight. She's doing a really great job. You got somebody in the running for you, Sterling. But that kid, he does a great job. But we're not that far off from that here in America, because they're already doing what I call an oxymoron, trans children. They're allowing children to change their gender. So them killing themselves is not that far off from castrating themselves. So
that's fair.
This is just the next step in a depopulation plan. I would assume. I
don't know. When you said oxymoron, I just thought oxidation, and then moron. I thought Joe Biden. But
yeah. And you said it just like he would.
I've got one word about Joe Biden.
Go ahead and hit play.
And prevent an undignified death. Now, the access criteria is expanded to cover all psychiatric conditions and basically any other medical or mental affliction. Think of the people you know who have experienced temporary mental health conditions. Well, in Canada, in 2023, they'd be eligible under the Canadian program for medically assisted dying, even if that was their only medical condition. And even if it's, not grievous or irredeemable, if they just don't want to live with it. But it actually gets worse.
I'll say it afterwards.
So according to the author of Losing Our Dignity, Charles Camosi, the C7 bill, or the euthanasia law, that was passed last year, opens up suicide to those who are so poor that, and I quote, they can't live with dignity.
Wow.
That's right. Camosi says extreme poverty means the government.
So, first of all, the acronym is MAD. Medically assisted dying.
Well, they said MAID, so it's medically assisted. There was an I in there.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I mean, they're talking about.
I am mad about it.
Right. That's what I thought was funny. I didn't see that. My mistake. But
that's why I said it was called something nice.
Right. Letting people kill themselves because they're broke. Letting people kill themselves because they don't have the upward mobility in Canada that we have in America. The country with the greatest upward mobility in the entire world. Sounds like you're only a border away. And a border we don't really patrol that much, away from actually being able to dig yourself out of poverty and not have to worry about killing yourself.
Like, oh no, I only have enough nail polish for 9 nails. I should kill myself.
Boom. There you go. If that causes you distress, nailed.
Oh no,
you're nailed.
Yeah. Oh no, I can only afford a half a gallon of milk this week. I should kill myself.
Yep.
That's what they're telling you.
That's exactly what they're telling you.
You can't live with dignity.
It's crazy.
It's called getting a job, or at least trying. And I don't know if what kind of work programs they have there in Canada, but at least in the state of Indiana and in the United States, we have a workforce thing. You can actually go. You can just go there and apply, and they will help place you in a job. They will help you find a place of work so that you can earn a paycheck and live with some kind of dignity. That choosing to live on the street. I know that some people actually just choose to live that way and panhandle, and that's how they get along. But if they're wanting to live with dignity, if they're wanting a job, I would think that the better use of their time and money would be to do job programs, job placement, to put people where they could potentially earn $1.
And you think that would be something that they would be pushing. You think with how far left their government is, that would be a program they'd be pushing. But instead, they're
a
just
social program.
Right, exactly. Instead, they're just like, you know what? Let's eliminate some of the population. And while we're sitting, our politicians are telling us that because we're not reproducing at a high enough level, we have to allow all of these immigrants in, so that our population doesn't recede.
I'm conservative as they come, but I fully support a program to help people work, because then that allows them to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Sometimes they just need a little hand up, not a hand out, but a hand up. And this is the other way around. This is a backhand. This is like, go ahead and kill yourself.
Right.
It's sad. Because, knowing what I know about God, I know exactly where they're going when they do that. And so that breaks my heart. Go ahead and hit play.
Will pay to help you kill yourself. Frankly, I find that just appalling. It debases humanity. It's basically politicians saying, you're too hard to help, so let's all give up on you, and you can give up on yourself. This is what the left of politics has actually been reduced to. There's no more welfare trampoline rhetoric, no more government will look after you, no more climbing the ladder of opportunity speeches, when it's so much easier and cheaper for government to let you take the ultimate last step.
Yeah, he said right there, but the one thing I had problem with there at the end, Alan, he said, no more of the government helping you. Well, if you think that the government is here to help you, that's your first mistake. They are, what did Reagan say? The worst words ever spoken in the English language was, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Right. You are a product to them. You are a good. You are something to be.
You're a commodity.
You're a commodity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
To be bought and sold.
What anything free just means you're the product.
Yeah, that's right.
If you receive anything for free, you're the product. And so that's exactly what we're looking at.
Say, come receive your free. Just insert the product here. You are the product.
That's right.
It doesn't matter if it's a free Frisbee or you're signing up for a credit card. That's even worse.
They're farming something off of you to sell. They can't give away. The general rule of economics is there's never no such thing as a free lunch, right? So anything you ever get that's free, you're turning over information that they can sell because they have to make money too. They have to pay for all the things that they're giving you. So anyway, beyond that,
so it's also don't damn your soul to hell, please.
Right.
By cowtelling to this. So if you're in Canada and you happen to be watching this, because I know there are some viewers in Canada on this page, spread the word and say, hey, please don't
cowtell, don't elk tell.
Yeah.
Or whatever you guys say up there.
Yeah. Don't kill yourself. You can live with dignity. If you don't have job placement up there, get your, I don't remember what status it is, but get your status to come work here if you can. If you got some kind of merits, try to come work to the United States. We welcome you so you can get in a job placement program. I want to see you working. I want to see you living with dignity, and you can do that. There is a pathway to that. Hopefully there's something there in Canada. I don't know if there is, but.
And bring some of that lowbrow legal maple syrup. You know, I'm talking about the good stuff.
And remember to vote correctly when you do get the right to do it at some point. So yeah, don't vote for the Democrats because they're going to go the same way that you just got away from if you do come here. So
right, exactly.
With that being said,
yes, sir. Bam.
Cheers, and we'll see you on the next. Wait. Before we go, follow and comment and share and subscribe and you're here for Revolver Broadcasting, but also Laughing Libertarian. And I didn't mention our names at all during this. I don't think.
I don't know who we are.
I'm Joshua Cummins. This is over here is Alan McFarland.
Who are we?
Yeah. I would think you know us at this point. We're not the notoriety of other shows, but you need to get us there. We need your money.
We don't need your money. We need the advertising money of other people. Okay. We just need you to subscribe.
Eyeballs and ears.
That's right.
All right. We'll see you next time.
I'll see you then. Hey.
Yeah. You see what I mean? See what I have to deal with?